Greetings, brothers and sisters. In the name, I'll go to the kingdom in the name of Yahushua Yahuwah. How y'all doing? And I talked to the trees today, y'all. For real, for real. Well, not just the trees, nature in general. Because, look, I mean, it's not like this is the first time I've done something like this at all. But I mean, all things considered, like the series of events leading up to it, I'm over here like, oh, okay, this is where we're at now. I'm all for it. Anyway, though, so Adam and Eve, right, and just all of us in general is supposed to be like, basically, this is our gift. The planet, nature, all that. It's just our gift because we decided to d everything up. It's in the hands of a bunch of fools who don't appreciate it right now. But back in the day, like Adam and Eve and them, and all those just back in the old days when people was living for like 900 years on average, or like 500 years on average, 900 if you good and healthy. I mean, back then, talking to animals, communing with the trees, all that, it was different. Things is different now for the worse. Back then, though, I mean, you've seen it a million times. It's always the natives, the Native Americans that always got, somebody can talk to trees, somebody can sense this, do that, somebody can hear the water calling for help, things of that nature. And as we already know, all these things have concepts. They all come from somewhere. And now, as we already know, there's only one somewhere these things can come from. Now, you remember our girl Jun? It's Jun Kazama. If you forgot who that is, let me remind you.
I don't understand it. Why would someone as powerful as you throw your own son into the canyon? And why are you now flooding the world with weapons and planning its destruction? Why is the world your enemy instead of your own hatred?
Yes, sir. The type time we on nowadays. Her little clan is supposed to be us. It's from Tekken and look, man, it's the same thing over and over again. So what about the Cosmos, man? They originally from something called Yakushima Island. And one thing I learned recently is that they love alluding to us in the names of these so-called fictional kingdoms and such in the these shows. It's ridiculous. Anyway, though, they can fight and they seem to be attuned to nature. Just like who else? Another Cosmo from a whole different game called Samurai Showdown with the power to seal demons and becomes a target because of those said powers. Same girl, due to her ninja training, she has exceptional control over ki and heightened senses. Now, that's not even the case. I talked about this and made a whole video about it called The Breath of Life Demystified. You might have heard about it. I mean, it's our Father's system. He set it up that way. So, I mean, we're his people. Obviously, we would have an affinity for it. No ninja training required, might be. I mean, that's why in every, show with some kind of power system, some character who represents us is better at using it than everybody else. Like, that nigga Luffy from One Piece, that boy Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, and that nigga Yuji from that new show, Jujutsu Kaisen, which is going up because it's the same thing over and over again. But it's always, or you can go Star Wars or something like that. Anakin, Luke, they all had, that spark. Something that other people just didn't have. Pretty much every melanated person who has some form of spirituality can, tell when something's up or miss. Even normal people who don't believe in nothing can feel things. So it's like, bro, can feel vibes, vibrations. Like, people don't even know what they be talking about. They be saying vibe this, vibe that. What do you think that means? Like, what is that shorthand for, But for us, I mean, straight out the womb, it's already up. I mean, as long as you're part of that seed, especially you part of that D line, you know what I mean. Back to Tekken, though. It is likely that the Kazuma family are blessed with some kind of spiritual power that may be hereditary. I just got done talking about this. Skip all that other nonsense. One notable trait of the Kazuma clan is that they have the ability to purify or restrain the devil gene, aka fallen angel blood. You can see at the last sentence they talking about exercise and stuff like that simply through a touch. I mean, who else can do that? There's no other people who can do that. So what does Kazuma even mean, since they love using that little name? It consists of the kanji for wind and interval, and collectively they mean while the wind blows. Now, some people, I don't really use it myself, but a lot of people or some people I've seen before like to use that as an allegory for like the Holy Spirit, because it's a wind that blows through everything and it guides you in the direction you need to go, stuff like that. It's a pretty nice analogy, and I've seen it used before. They love using little analogies like that to represent our mother. You feel me? We can look at some other examples. Back the link, and if you've been around long enough, I just can't get enough of this little blasphemous bugger. Anyway, the damn fairy in the game that calls you to action basically and helps you do anything. Like you're not dropping no bodies without this fairy in this game. And I'm sure enough of you have played it to know what I'm talking about. It means to name. What do you name with? Words. What is our mother the word? You see, this is all esoteric. And then I didn't even know the rest of this. It's a nickname for the star Gamma Cassiopeia or Cassiopeia, something like that. That star is important to us. I think Naima made a video about it somewhere. It's something about the stars. But I'm curious as to what it has to do with the prophets in the Hebrew Bible. That's a bit on the nose. I mean, I came in here like, I'm gonna have to put it together like usual, but hey, they talking about it right there. And then, of course, navigation. I mean, it all goes back to the same thing. It's the same concept because they're talking about who. And look, she came back. And this time her name is 5, which means love. And she's only going to be in you if she loves you. Because if our Father loves you, she loves you. If our Father hates you, well, yeah, you know the deal. She's like your worst nightmare. Anyway, though, the fact that this is Gaelic, if you know anything about anything by yourself or you've seen some other videos and you know that anything Gaelic is a no, that's all them white boys and fairies and weird-ass vampires, things of that nature. So 5 means love in their little language, which is, that's great. The fact that they are representing our mother, Ruach, the Holy Spirit, as a fairy in the first place is just terrible enough on its own. And then you got whatever this is supposed to be. I mean, bro, back to the point. Anyway, though, I was out there talking nature, like on everything that I love. I say all that to say they know. It's like these are different characteristics of our people. Like everybody can have a connection to nature, but like I just said before, I mean, I don't have to say it. You already know. I mean, look at the situation we're in. We're just set apart, right? In many things. And it's those idiots starting like all the way back with really angels, of course, we know that. But you want to just stick to the earth. We can start with Nimrod, worshiping the wind and the fire and the clouds instead of our Father because he just hates them so much. Because, the niggas think they know everything. It's a whole lot going on. See, I'm over here getting sidetracked. But it's funny that I find this picture because I was out there going crazy today. Because, look, I watched this clip before I left. Before I even left the house.
Breathe. Just breathe. Reach out with your feelings. What do you see?
The island. Life. Death and decay that feeds new life. Warmth. Cold. Peace. Violence.
And between it all,
Balance. And energy. A force.
and inside you.
Inside me. That same force.
Glad dude. Nah, anyway, she ain't speak no lies though. Especially with them little details, like her hands shaking and all that, because, I mean, that's what happens when there's a lot going on. Her hands start shaking, or not even just your hands, I mean, wherever you got a lot at, your whole body might be shaking. It just depends on how much you got coursing through you and whether or not you're using it. It's like everything she's talking about, though, they talking about, like, I already, like, these are things that I know. Father's literally put me in a position to teach other people how to do it. But there's nothing wrong with a good refresher, right? So I dip out earlier today, going to my same spot after a whole lot just got through going down. I'm not even gonna lie. These past day and a half, like day and a half, 2 days have been pretty tumultuous. So I dip out to the forest like I always do, in that same little spot where I was posted up next to that little river flow, little like mini waterfall, however you want to describe that. I was posted up, just clear out my mind, communing with my father like usually, because that's just so easy at this point. Just admiring what was around me. The sun wasn't out this time, like it wasn't dark or anything. It was just cloudy, so the sun wasn't out, but it was still a nice vibe. It was a different vibe, like chiller, and it cast like a different beauty on my surroundings. Like it was pretty in its own way instead of sunlight beaming. It was just chill, like expressive. So I done meditated before, but something about hearing this nigga say reach out with your feelings, I was like, alright, I'll be doing it exactly like this whenever I'm chilling or in quote unquote base form, if you want to use those kind of terms. I just be like doing the regular things that I've been taught about before. But whenever I want to like get more connected with the other side, I guess you would say, in my mind when I'm breathing, I do this. Like I see the energy around me gets like brighter white and it starts flowing and stuff, and I become like more connected to the other side. I guess you could say it's kind of crazy to say, but it's the truth. Anyway, though, now, we out here. Nah, we really out here though. In the land of our captivity, we really out here. That's crazy. So I did that, and bro, I really like want to be able to remember exactly what was said to me. But the first thing I heard was something Raphael. It was a greeting, and if you ever like meditated, you might know. But basically, like I be seeing like these blue and red flashes when it comes to like spiritual activity. Whenever something good happens, I see blue flashes. Whenever something like not even necessarily bad happens, but just something like who knows, mischievous happens or anything like that, I see red flashes. So as soon as I hear this clear as day, like still calm, but obviously not my voice, say something Raphael, they like welcome back or something, I see a blue flash in my mind's eye, not in my the physical world, my mind's eye, and it's bright because sometimes they be dim, sometimes they be super bright. Like one night when I was going crazy and I had a lot of energy around me and I threw like some fast combination, I saw like a bright one and it was like, bro, look, it be a lot going on, man. And this after I already gave some praise and thought about everything that was ailing me, so I was pretty straight. So I mean, I was chilling. Me and nature get to chopping it up. Like we talking about how much we love our Father, and I'm talking about I'm sorry for when I used to be polluting and stuff, and like talking about we're finna come back, right, and just like stuff like that. I cannot. I'm not lying. Like, I put this on my life, my soul, everybody done lost. So I cannot stress this enough, bro. We was out there chopping it up about how much we love our Father and how I was like, man, it's all our fault. I'm so sorry. It's all our fault. The earth in the hands of these fools who don't respect you. And it's just like, it's going to be worth, nature is like, it's going to be worth the wait, And I'm like, bro, I'm so serious. Like, I don't even know how I sound right now. I really don't care. Because I'm telling you 100% honest to God truth right now. Me and nature was out there chopping it up about some real. It's like, bro. And then talking about these sunsets and sunrises I've been seeing recently, man. Hey, changes in the air, that's all I'm finna say. And that picture probably don't look as purple and pink as it did when I seen it, but you just gonna take my word for it. But anyway, so after that first thing, I kept it going, walking throughout the whole little trail. It just like I've said, I've been here before on some spiritual stuff, so like it was just different this time, bro. It was just different. It was just different. It was fire. Can't even lie. And so before I even left, bro, this is so crazy. Before I even left, alright, so there's this tree. Something about this tree, I was like, bro, go up and put your hand on this tree. So I went up with my hand on the tree, right? Right after I just got done singing the song with nature. Don't ask questions, just look. Believe me or not. I put my hand on this tree. I do the thing I was just talking about. And the picture's finna come back, so don't even worry about it. I do the thing I was just talking about. And that little picture on the top right, the second one down from the top right, she got her hand going. That's what I was doing. I did the misty thing around me, you see, and I was just feeling the energy of the tree. And I kid you not, I felt it, bro, like flowing upwards from the roots, just up, and I could feel it like just going up high because the trees were up high. The same energy that we've been talking about. And I literally felt it. And it's like, bro, it's like the trees got different personalities. Cause I asked, I was like, will you share some of your energy with me? And it was like, of course I will. I'm eager to. So I drew so many things I be doing. And I was like, I could tell I had an extra, like, source, extra boots, and it felt strong, like sturdy, like a damn tree. Who would have thought? So I walk up a couple feet away, more than a couple, like 10 feet away maybe. It's another tree, different color, different type, everything. So I put my hand on this one because I was like, I gotta do this one more time before I dip. So I put my hand on that one, do the exact same thing, feel the same thing, feel the energy coming up through the roots, up, all the way up, super high because the tree is tall. So I asked this one, and it's like, it cut me off. It's like, it literally cut me off. Like, I was like, can I have some money? That's a stupid question. And it let me have some. And it felt the same way, steady, strong. I could tell I had extra intake. So I was like, bro, I'll be back. Don't even worry. I said it to that tree and the other one. And I forgot what that other tree was, actually. But I ended up looking directly at it just because that's how these things go. So I'm dipping out. Like, I'll be back soon. I say that every time I leave. And it's just like, bro, I say, go outside. If you don't be going outside, and I don't mean just like go for a walk around your central park or your local park. Nah, hit a real trail, hit a real like national park, like hit somewhere like that, and just first and foremost, just pray to our Father out there. Just take in everything, thank Him for the way the sunlight reflects off the waves, or the way the water, like the way the water looks, the way the reflections look when they trickle and ripple, things like that. Just start with that. You ain't even gotta quote unquote use the force to get an idea of what I'm speaking about, or to try to experience what I'm conveying to you right now. But it's a beautiful feeling. It's a gift from my Father, and I'ma use it, boy, I swear. But like, dude, on some real day after day, dog, niggas is not from this planet, bro. Like, oh my gosh. It's just, oh my gosh, bro. Like, this place is a trip, bro. It is. Niggas is wilding down here. I gotta say. Anyway, though, we all finna return. Not even return our former glory. We finna eclipse our former glory, never to be seen again, never to be matched again by any, never to fall again. It's just, man, everything's finna be so much better. So just hold on. Yeah, maybe D'd up right now, but it's not gonna be D'd up forever. Right? But you already know that. But everybody needs a refresher sometimes. Even me, even you. It's how these things go. The way our enemy works, they know how to wear people down sometimes. But we know how to bounce back. That's why Luffy's made out of rubber. It's symbolism. Anyway, praises unto the kingdom in the name of Yahushua. I'll be over. Y'all be safe. Stay prayed up. And we finna get right.